Good morning. It's a beautiful day here. It's sunny and it's a springtime. But wherever you are, whatever weather or time you are in, I wish you all the best. Tonight I have seen a dream which was very alive and very informative. And so I want to make a video. I will not tell yet about the dream. I will make another video about that, what happened there. Um, the subject that is coming out of that is the dirt, the ugliness. Sorry, my English is not really. So the dirt and the ugliness that is surrounding our inner world, our thought world, or our our inner world, and it's maybe a little bit strange what I'm describing, but we talk about fears and anger that sometimes we don't show to the others. But this is not so much about this. Like that can be kind of rubbish which we are collecting or keeping or creating in ourselves. But I'm so close to the camera, sorry. But this is more about environmental dirt and rubbish and ugliness, and it looked really not nice. And imagine like you have a daily life, you live in a home, you go to a job, you are in the streets, and you meet certain people, and that has impact on you, and it can be beautiful, it can be ugly. In your house you can influence that. You can have a nice house or a dirty house, or it doesn't matter, whatever. Everybody is going through some way of life. But the second thing is that you think things, you can be angry, sad. So that is a kind of inner world that you consciously or subconsciously create or break. But there is, I realized in my dream, sorry that I'm going around, but I'm trying to get there to describe it. So there is this not material environment that is the environment where we all together exist and live in a way. And some people pollute this environment for us, actually, as it happens in the real life. So some people, we all participate in this by our personal thinking and fears and negativity, or positivity and creation. But also we are moving through by living in the society, for example, studying, being in a school. When you are in this environment, other people's inner way of, I can explain this. It's something we don't see, but it is not only influenced by us, it's influenced by the others. And we can be like for example, we can have deal with stuff and be clear in our mind, be quite happy about things in our life, feeling quite well. But go into an environment, like go to a university or to a job, or generally be outside in a city, and when you walk there, when you go into this environment, you can start to feel, maybe not strongly, but you can start to feel fears or anger for things that you don't even know why. And that is what I've seen in this dream. And maybe it's easier when I describe it, so you can get the picture, because it's a picture. I live it through. And it is really actually disturbing. A small example, I end up going down to a big, it was like an apartment, and there were youngsters, pubers, and there was some food which it's mixed with the reality and the inner world. So there was some food, but it was not on the table. It was somewhere a little bit lower, and on the table there was some stuff which were not useful, and they were kind of comfortable, but you could see their gezamenlijk, their, like, everyone's negativity in this room at the same time, and it looked not good. This was scary. But because each one is experiencing this alone, they think that I am like this and the other ones are different. They are fine, they are happy as they show. We just don't even realize what we are going through. We are just trying to not see it. That's why it's important to realize our negativity, to accept it, and to deal with it, to look at it. And sometimes we cannot, and then we are being helped by negative happenings, with health, with all kind of issues. So we are mirroring we can see these things we are afraid of, or we feel bad about, this dirt. It was very sticky dirt, and the environment was not nice. It was not comfortable. It was not pleasing. But each one was, you could see the persons being dressed clean, and they looked, they kind of talked, and they were moving through the environment. But there was a lot of sticky stuff on the furniture and in the atmosphere. And that is this is such an important word, that you together have this, gezamenlijk. I will write it down after when I find it. Collective. It is the collective negativity or subconscious kind of ugliness or disorder. And I don't talk about people having problems, like being problematic. Just normal people. All of us, bring with us some things which are not nice, and then they are all collected in the same space where we work. And when we repeatedly go there, it becomes like a steady environment, and we participate in building this environment. And the negative part of it, like, we also can be positive and try to clean situations, like by talking with people, by being friendly with people. And some of us are much more already have cleanup, and they are like really maybe distanciating themselves, because you cannot help the others so much. Some people can, but most of us, we don't even realize all of this, what I'm talking about. Yes. So kind of sum it all together. Each one of us, we have our material life and we have our inner life. In our inner life, there are things collected in us that are maybe we are not even knowledgeable or conscious of, or we are, it doesn't matter. There can be personal fears that we are holding and feeding and accumulating more and more of it, or there are things that other people have put on us and we are carrying it with us, and this is kind of like weighing on our shoulders. So we are doing our best to look outwardly happy, well, whatever, or sociable, and we think that we are this sociable outwardly person. But in the meantime, there is being carried with us all these shadows, sticky dirt. And it's not dirt. It looked in my dream like, like asphalt kind of dirt, which you cannot take it. Like, you cannot just sweep it off. Though I hope it is not true. I hope it's like you can just open the windows, put the sunshine in, and that helps actually anyway. Part of it helps. So each one of us, when we are moving in our environment, we go to our job, we go to our school, we carry this stuff with us, and then it's being laid in this area. And if we repeatedly come in this space, in this room, for example, like in a school class, this room starts to have a lot of this stuff from everyone, and it starts to feel more. It is what it is. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. So it's but it does influence us. The rubbish of others do influence us, even if they do not talk with us about it, even if they do not pressure us around this, they don't try to bully us with it. It still does influence the energetic field of us. And because as long as the human collective do not start to clean up, this will weigh on everybody. That's why it's important and it's good to help each other as far as each one of us can and realize. And because then you light up for yourself and you light up also the environment where you are continuously going to and living, because that is again coming back to you. It's like sticky stuff. And it's not a good idea to just become a monk on a mountain and say, okay, I'll have only my stuff then. It's not so heavy. I work hard on myself and I will be. You can do that, of course, and we have to do all kind of things to be full of sunshine, to have a clean, light, beautiful, nicely aromatic, healthy inner environment. And if we would do that all together, then you can really actually concentrate on creation, because you can be very creatively busy in this space now, which is sticky and dirty. You can be very inspired and wanted to be creative, but a lot of the people cannot concentrate in this direction, and they are still pulling everybody within this rubbish. They are like, oh, this feels very uncomfortable. I've stepped in this bullshit. And can somebody help me? Like they talk about their stuff, their problems, or they don't talk about it, but they are reactive like that. So all the group is being influenced, and maybe you get that like separations of groups, like 3 people there and 5 people there and 2 people there. And each one is working on their own, separated, and maybe they even talk behind the back of the others, like, yeah, they are not so cooperative, they are not so good. And so you just are mixing again, like in the pot, this dust, and it continues existing, and then you go away from there with these negative feelings. There is all these different people which are like this or like that, which is true, and we cannot change everything, and we're not supposed to change everybody and everything, but it is subject. I wanted to talk about it today because I realize that it is an important subject for today and from now on, to realize that, and we have to work on ourselves, but we should be attent and realize that it is as a collective problem, and we need to work on ourselves, each one, but we can help a little bit to help people to realize that why they need to work on themselves. It's not that you are not good, you are not intelligent, you are not conscious, and you need to work on yourself. I don't accept you because you're not like me, or all these separative things. No. It doesn't matter how negative, how big negativity producing machine is somebody, or like a factory of negativity producing. Maybe by helping them to realize how good it is for themselves to bring the spring in their life, in their mind, bring the light, bring the kindness, the clean up, sweep out the thoughts of other people. And each one of us will fall on the sticky stuff of others on the way, but instead of being angry and negative on them, you are in the way of my positive, nice, beautiful life. You're making my life bad, and I have to sacrifice things for you and all kind of this stuff. Just give them bring the sunshine in their light, the springtime in their life. Sorry, bring the sunshine in their life. Spring, this like a building of a new nest, creating a new life. If they pick up on it, it's good. If like we cannot push people around, that's not a good idea. Each one is in another point of their life. Some people are very, very deeply afraid to really, maybe some like realistically afraid of somebody who would damage them or do something very bad to them, or that somebody is holding them legally so they cannot go out and for example, earn their own money and escape. Some people cannot easily escape, so they need, it's a process. Let's help each other in our process, and let's start us to be in the springtime, in the sunshine. It doesn't matter what the season is where you are, but you understand inside yourself. Open your inner windows. Let the fresh air come in. Take a deep breath. Realize that it's wonderful to sit with a cup of tea or whatever you love within your inner world and wander out to the beautiful life. I mean, I know life is very difficult at some points, but it's also educative, and it's also adventure. Even the problems of others, it can be interesting. We can find treasures in these situations. And I think that's what we need to do as long as we are still here, to look out for these treasures and also enjoy the light, the morning, enjoy like inner, our own. It's not egoistically meant like we have also our own winters and springtimes and summers in our life, separately from the others, like things in, we can lose a loved one or things are happening. So let's go through the seasons, and in each season there are beautiful things. So clean up, and light up, and love, and also give a little push to the others around you, like, hey, I finished with my broom for today. Do you want it to? Oh, you maybe want also to clean up a little bit, or I discovered this in my cleaning, so they will be like, oh, this is possible to do. Actually, maybe I could also look inside myself, which can be very difficult sometimes because there is maybe a lot of rubbish, and we open the closets and there comes more, and we open the doors and there comes more. But there are also treasures inside, and that's very nice because you can clean them up and then you can enjoy them. Lots of love. Have a great day, and to the next video. Bye bye.